one of the things we wanted to do is just look at those aspects of our involvement in military history that represent something that was groundbreaking. To have a Daniel Chappie James, for example, and how important that is to have a person of his rank and accomplishment and being a Tuskegee Airman. And the kind of thing that people, when we started, had never heard of many of the people that we have in that exhibit. From a colonial standpoint, just when you talk about how far back in history we're going, when you talk about, people talk about the Boston Tea Party and so forth, and we get left out of the narrative. But Crispus Attucks just played such an important part in just the whole focus on what people were willing to do to fight for what would eventually become the fight for democracy and a democratic society. For me, he represents the ideal of America. And that's something that we've always and continue to pursue. The idea of having figures that stand out in military history, and of looking at that history that shows just how committed we were to fighting for democracy. That even when we were slaves, to see our commitment to the Revolutionary War, that we fought in every major war that this country has fought in. And the idea that many people don't know that, or that we've been always called upon to prove something. And so even though with our expansion, we want to have a whole gallery of military valor and things that fit into those categories. So we just scratched the surface with our exhibit, but nevertheless that we do tell that story.